The Book of Psalms, Tehillim, Chapter 40. I waited for Yahuwah, and he inclined to me and heard my cry. And he drew me out of the pit of destruction, out of the muddy clay, and he put my feet upon a rock. He is establishing my steps. Then he put a new song in my mouth, praise to our Elohim. Many see and revere, and trust in Yahuwah. Baruch is that man who has made Yahuwah his trust, and has not turned to the proud, and those turning aside to falsehood. O Yahuwah my Elohim, many are the wonders which you have done, and your purposes toward us. There is no one to compare with you. I declare and speak. There are too many to be numbered. Slaughtering and meal offering you did not desire, but a body you have prepared for me. Burnt offering and sin offering you did not ask for. Then I said, See, I have come in the scroll of the book. It is prescribed for me. I have delighted to do your pleasure, O my Elohim, and your Torah is within my inward parts. I have proclaimed the good news of righteousness in the great assembly. See, I do not restrain my lips, O Yahuwah, you know. I did not conceal your righteousness within my heart. I have declared your trustworthiness and your Yeshua. I did not hide your kindness and your truth from the great assembly. Do not withhold your compassion from me, O Yahuwah. Let your kindness and your truth always watch over me. For evils without number have surrounded me. My wickednesses have overtaken me. And I have been unable to see. They become more than the hairs of my head, and my heart has failed me. Be pleased, O Yahuwah, to deliver me. O Yahuwah, hasten to help me. Let those who seek to destroy my life be ashamed and abashed altogether. Let those who are desiring my evil be driven back and put to shame. Let those who say to me, Aha, aha, be appalled at their own shame. Let all those who seek you rejoice and be glad in you. Let those who love your Yeshua always say, Yahuwah be exalted. But I am poor and needy. Let Yahuwah think upon me. You are my help and my deliverer. O my Elohim, do not delay. Chapter 41. Baruch is he who considers the poor. Yahuwah delivers him in a day of evil. Yahuwah guards him and keeps him alive. He is Baruch on the earth, and you do not hand him over to the desire of his enemies. Yahuwah sustains him on his sickbed. In his weakness on his bed you bring a change. As for me, I said, O Yahuwah, show me favor. Heal me, for I have sinned against you. My enemies speak evil of me. When he dies, his name shall perish, and when one comes to visit, he speaks falsely. His heart gathers wickedness to itself. He goes out, he speaks of it. All who hate me whisper together against me. They plot evil to me. A matter of Belial is poured out on him, that when he lies down, he would not rise again. Even my own friend in whom I trusted, who ate my bread, has lifted up his heel against me. But you, Yahuwah, show me favor and rise me up, and let me repay them. By this I know that you delight in me, because my enemy does not shout for joy over me. And you uphold me in my integrity, and place me before your face forever. Baruch be Yahuwah Elohim of Yisrael, from everlasting to everlasting. Amen and Amen. Chapter 42. As a deer longs for the water streams, so my being longs for you, O Elohim. My being thirsts for Elohim, for the living El. When shall I enter to appear before Elohim? My tears have been my food day and night, while they say to me all day, Where is your Elohim? These I remember and pour out my being within me. For I used to pass along with the throng. I went with them to the house of Elohim, with a voice of joy and praise, a multitude celebrating a festival. Why are you depressed, O my being, and you restless within me? Wait for Elohim, for I shall yet thank him, the Yeshua of his face. O my Elohim, my being is depressed within me. Therefore I remember you from the land of the Yarden, and from the heights of Hermon, from Mount Mitzar. Deep calls to deep at the sound of your waterfalls. All your waves and breakers passed over me. By day Yahuwah commands his kindness, and by night his song with me. A prayer to the El of my high. I say to El, my rock, why have you forgotten me? Why do I go mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? My enemies have reproached me, like a crushing of my bones, while they say to me all day long, where is your Elohim? Why are you depressed, O my being, and why are you restless within me? Wait for Elohim, for I shall yet thank him, the Yeshua of my face, and my Elohim. Chapter 43. Rule me rightly, O Elohim, and plead my cause against a nation without kindness. O deliver me from a man of deceit and unrighteousness, for you are the Elohim of my strength. Why have you rejected me? Why do I go mourning because of the oppression of the enemy? Send forth your light and your truth. Let them lead me. Let them bring me to your Kodesh mountain and to your Mishkanoth, that I might come to the altar of Elohim, to El, the joy of my delight, and praise you with the lyre. O Elohim, my Elohim, why are you depressed, O my being? And why are you restless within me? Wait for Elohim, for I shall yet thank him, the Yeshua of my face, and my Elohim. Chapter 44. O Elohim, we have heard with our ears, our fathers have related to us, the work you did in their days, in the days of old. You drove out the nations with your hand, but them you planted. You afflicted peoples and sent them out, for not by their own sword did they possess the land, neither did their own arm save them. But it was your right hand and your arm, and the light of your face, because you delighted in them. You yourself are my sovereign, O Elohim. Command deliverances for Jacob. Though you or through you we push our enemies. Through your name we tread down those who rise up against us. For I do not trust in my bow, and my sword does not save me. For you have saved us from our enemies, and have put to shame those who hated us. In Elohim we shall boast all day long, and praise your name forever. Selah. Yet you have rejected us and put us to shame, and you do not go with our armies. You make us turn back from the adversary, and those who hate us have plundered us. You give us as sheep to be eaten, and you have scattered us among the Gentiles. You sell your people for no value, and have put no high price on them. You make us a reproach to our neighbors, a scorn and a mockery to those around us. You make us a proverb among the nations, a shaking of the head among the peoples. My reproach is always before me, and the shame of my face has covered me, because of the voice of the slanderer and blasphemer, because of the enemy and avenger. All this has come upon us, but we have not forgotten you, neither have we been false to your covenant. Our heart has not turned back, neither has our steps swerved from your way. Yet you have crushed us in the place of jackals, and covered us with the shadow of death. If we have forgotten the name of our Elohim, or stretched out our hands to a foreign mighty one, would Elohim not search this out? For he knows the secrets of the heart. But for your sake we are killed all day long, reckoned as sheep for the slaughter. Awake! Why do you sleep, O Yahuwah? Arise, do not reject us forever. Why do you hide your face, ignoring our affliction and our oppression? For our being is bowed down to the dust, our body clings to the earth. Arise, be our help, and redeem us for your kindness' sake. Chapter 45. My heart is overflowing with a good word. I address my works to the Sovereign. My tongue is the pen of a speedy writer. You are more handsome than the sons of men. Favor has been poured upon your lips. Therefore Elohim has barak you forever. Gird your sword upon thigh, O mighty one, your excellency and your splendor, and ride prosperously in your splendor, on the matter of truth and humility, righteousness, and let your right hand make known reverence. Your arrows are sharp in the hand of the sovereign's enemies. Peoples fall under you. Your throne, O Elohim, is forever and ever. The scepter of your reign is a scepter of straightness. You have loved righteousness and hated wickedness. Therefore Elohim, your Elohim, has anointed you. He has anointed you with the oil of gladness more than your companions. All your garments are myrrh and aloes and cassia. Out of the palaces of ivory, stringed instruments have made you glad. Daughters of sovereigns are among your precious ones. At your right hand stands the sovereignness in gold from Ophir. Listen, O daughter, and see, and incline your ear, and forget your own people and your father's house. And let the sovereign delight in your loveliness, because he is your Adon. Bow yourself to him, and the daughter soar with a gift. The rich among the people seek your favor. The daughter of the sovereign is all esteemed within. Her dress is embroidered with gold. She is brought to the sovereign in embroidered work. Maidens, her companions following her, are brought to you. They are brought with gladness and rejoicing. They enter the sovereign's palace. Instead of your fathers are your sons, whom you appoint princes in all the earth. I cause your name to be remembered in all generations. Therefore the people praise you forever and ever. Chapter 46. Elohim is our refuge and strength, a help in distress, soon found. Therefore we do not fear, though the earth reels, and mountains topple into the heart of the seas. Let its waters rage, foam. Let mountains shake with its swelling. Selah. A river whose streams make glad the city of Elohim, the Kodesh dwelling of the Most High. Elohim is in her midst, she does not topple. Elohim helps her when morning turns. The Gentiles shall rage, rain shall topple. He shall give forth his voice, the earth melts. Yahuwah Sabaoth is with us. The Elohim of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Come, see the works of Yahuwah, the ruins he has wrought on the earth, causing fighting to cease unto the end of the earth. He breaks the bow and shatters the spear. He burns the chariot with fire. Be still and know that I am Elohim. I am exalted among nations. I am exalted in the earth. Yahuwah Sabaoth is with us. The Elohim of Jacob is our refuge. Selah. Chapter 47. O clap your hands, all you peoples. Shout to Elohim with a voice of singing. For Yahuwah Most High is awesome, a great sovereign over all the earth. He subdues peoples under us, and nations under our feet. He chooses our inheritance for us, the excellence of Jacob whom he loves. Selah. Elohim shall go up with a shout, Yahuwah with the sound of a shofar. Sing praises to Elohim, sing praises. Sing praises to our sovereign, sing praises. For Elohim is sovereign of all the earth. Sing praises with understanding. Elohim shall reign over the nations. Elohim shall sit on his Kodesh throne. Nobles of people shall be gathered together, the people of the Elohim of Abraham. For the shields of the earth belong to Elohim. He shall be greatly exalted. Chapter 48. Great is Yahuwah, and greatly to be praised, in the city of our Elohim, his Kodesh mountain, pretty on high, to joy of all the earth, Mount Sion on the sides of the north, the city of the great sovereign. Elohim is in her citadels, he is known as her refuge. For look, the sovereigns meet, they passed by together. They saw, so they marveled. They were alarmed, they hastened away. Trembling took hold of them there, pain as of a woman in labor. With an east wind you break the ships of Tarshish. As we have heard, so we have seen in the city of Yahuwah Sabaoth, in the city of our Elohim. Elohim establishes her forever. Selah. We have thought, O Elohim, of your kindness in the midst of your Haikal. According to your name, O Elohim, so is your praise to the ends of the earth. Your right hand is filled with righteousness. Let Mount Sion rejoice. Let the daughters of Yehuda exult, because of your right rulings. Walk about Sion and go all around her. Count her towers. Apply your heart to her rampart. Go through her citadels, so that you report it to the coming generation. For this Elohim is our Elohim forever and ever. He himself leads us even to death. Chapter 49. Hear this, all you peoples. Give ear, all you inhabitants of the world. Both sons of Adam and sons of man, rich and poor together. My mouth speaks wisdom, and the meditation of my heart brings understanding. I incline my ear to a parable. I expound my riddle on the lyre. Why should I fear in the days of evil, when the wickedness of my supplanters surrounds me? Those who are trusting in their riches, and who are boasting in their great wealth. A brother does not redeem anyone at all, neither give to Elohim a ransom for him. For the redemption of their lives is costly, and it shall cease forever. That he should still live forever, not see the pit. For he sees wise men die, the foolish and the ignorant both perish, and shall leave their wealth to others, their graves and their houses forever, their dwelling places to all generations. They call lands after their own names, but man does not remain in esteem. He is like the beasts that perish. This way of theirs is folly to them, yet their followers are pleased with their words. Selah. Like sheep they shall be laid in the grave. Death shall shepherd them, and the upright rule over them in the morning. And their form is consumed in the grave, far from their dwelling. But Elohim redeems my being from the power of the grave, for he receives me. Selah. Do not be afraid when a man becomes rich, when the wealth of his house increases, for when he dies he takes none of it. His wealth does not go down after him, though while he lived he barak himself, and though they praise you when you do well for yourself, he has to go to the generation of his fathers. They never see the light. Man who is rich, yet does not understand, shall be like the beasts. They shall perish. Chapter 50. El Elohim Yahuwah shall speak, and he shall call the earth, from the rising of the sun to its going down. From Sion, the perfection of loveliness, Elohim shall shine forth. Our Elohim comes and is not silent. A fire consumes before him, and it shall be very stormy all around him. He calls to the Shamayim from above, and to the earth to rightly rule his people. Gather my kind ones together, to me, those who have made a covenant with me by slaughtering. Then the Shamayim declared his righteousness, for Elohim himself is judge. Selah. Hear, O my people, and I speak, O Yisrael, and I witness against you. I am Elohim, your Elohim. I do not reprove you for your slaughterings, and your burnt offerings are continually before me. I do not take a bull from your house, nor goats out of your pens. For every beast of the forest is mine, the cattle on 1,000 hills. I know all the birds of the mountains, and all moving in my field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not speak to you, for the world is mine, and all that fills it. Do I eat the flesh of bulls, or drink the blood of goats? Offer thanksgiving to Elohim, and pay your vows to the Most High, and call upon me in the day of distress. Let me rescue you, and you esteem me. But to the wicked, Elohim said, what right have you to recite my laws, or take my covenant in your mouth, while you hated instruction and cast my words behind you? When you saw a thief, you were pleased with him, and you take part with adulterers. You let your mouth loose to evil, and your tongue frames deceit. You sit and speak against your brother. You slander your own mother's son. You have done this, and I kept silent. You have thought that I was altogether like you. I rebuke you and put it in order before your eyes. Understand this, please, you who forget Eloah, lest I tear you in pieces, with no one to deliver. Whoever offers praise esteems me, and to him who prepares a way, I show the Yeshua of Elohim. Chapter 51. Show me favor, O Elohim, according to your kindness, according to the greatness of your compassion. Blot out my transgressions, wash me completely from my guilt, and cleanse me from my sin. For I know my transgressions, and my sin is ever before me. Against you, you alone, have I sinned and done evil in your eyes, that you might be proven right in your words. Be clear when you judge. See, I was brought forth in wickedness, and in sin my mother conceived me. See, you have desired truth in the inward parts, and in the hidden part you make me know wisdom. Cleanse me with hyssop, and I am clean. Wash me, and I am whiter than snow. Let me hear joy and gladness, and let the bones you have crushed rejoice. Hide your face from my sins, and blot out all my wickednesses. Create in me a clean heart, O Elohim, and renew a steadfast ruach within me. Do not cast me away from your presence, and do not take your Ruach HaKodesh from me. Restore to me the joy of your Yeshua, and uphold me, noble Ruach. Let me teach transgressors your ways, so that sinners turn back to you. Deliver me from blood guilt, O Elohim, Elohim of my Yeshua. Let my tongue sing aloud of your righteousness. O Yahuwah, open my lips, and let my mouth declare your praise. For you do not desire slaughtering, or I would give it. You do not delight in burnt offering. The slaughterings of Elohim are a broken ruach, a heart broken and crushed, O Elohim. These you do not despise. Do good in your good pleasure to Sion, and build the walls of Jerusalem. Then you would delight in slaughterings of righteousness, in burnt offering and complete burnt offering. Then young bulls would be offered on your altar.